It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. After finding that last Easy Mill freestyle that I had never heard before that came out not that long ago, he did the All My Life remix. For anybody that does not know, I did a reaction, which is up on this channel. I was trying to find some more stuff that I don't think I've heard yet, and I came across this, and it says Easy Mill nods to Nipsey Hussle and YG, an emotionally charged freestyle live on the 8th floor. So I figured let's just get into it. Let's see what that man's cooking with. My man recently signed to Eminem, which I'm pretty sure we all know by now. So very, very curious where this is going to take him. And if anything drops that I miss, just please let me know. DM me, hit me up, put a comment under a video, because I only didn't react to it because I didn't realize it dropped, because I'm here for everything that he puts out for the most part. We've been checking him out the entire time since IDK, I think, was the first time that I heard him. So I'm always here for it. But let's dive in. Let's see what that man was cooking with on this one.
Black sheets on my page and I'm getting it done, writing a song.
I love this beat.
And I the lyrics, and let me tell ya, hey, passing the doobie like it was a test, a cough like a newbie, you under arrest, grab my good booty and yeah, she the best, y'all can go sue me, I'm jotting in text, I'm like the baby with switching up triple the pattern, so give me your beat and you'll see what can happen, the flow is precise, so you'll see that I'll snap in a second, no bitches who live off a cap, I don't like conversating since you probably drink whack, lick my bitch booty thicker, honestly is that thicker, this mouth is a Mac 11 when I pinch that trigger, you watching me play Monopoly cause you bitch ass, whoa, ruffling feathers and y'all stuck in the weather. If I'm humming it better, I don't give a fuck what you tell us. Basta pag Pilipino nagsabi ng negro, kahit sinong pwede magsabi niyan sa tabi, bro. That was kinda shocking for me as to learn that American black people get offended by a word, but don't get it twisted. I ain't lighting myself with a term, and I felt the pain to fuck a cracker up until he burned. And
okay, I may have heard this somewhere before, but I don't know if I've seen a live version of it. There might be just a recorded version that we checked out once before, but that bar I remember, to find out that a black person in America gets offended by a word. And I remember having a conversation because it just made you realize that, like, not everybody outside of America realizes everything that happens here and what, you know, we perceive into different stuff and things like that. And, you know, there's some people that are just, they're not, and I don't, when I say disconnected from it, doesn't mean like in a bad way. It just means that they're just, until you get here and you see what's going on and you see the life and you see what it is that people get offended by. And you know what I'm saying? Like, cultures are very different across the world. And so you don't always really, you don't really have an understanding until you get to experience that other culture. You know what I'm saying? So this is, by the way, this is extremely dope. Him over this beat sounds absolutely amazing. And I rate this. I rate this one.
Because you bitch ass, whoa, ruffling feathers and y'all stuck in the weather. If I'm humming it better, I don't give a fuck what you tell us. Basta pag Pilipino nagsabi ng negro, kahit sinong pwede magsabi niyan sa tabi, bro.
By the way, I do want to say that I just feel like we give that word a little bit too much power. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it that it's like, it's offensive and people shouldn't be saying it and so on and so forth. But the more you react to it, the more power you kind of give it, right? Like, I think we all understand, you know, how that works. And so it's just one of those things where, like, I know it's not easy to do, but if people were to say it and people just laughed it off and didn't like allow it to bother them across the board, I feel like that just completely destroys that word's ability. Like, it takes away from it. Now, some people might think that some are going to use it even more often because they're like, hey, nothing's happening to me, so I'm gonna keep saying it. But if there's no reaction, because at the end of the day, when someone gets mad and they say some crazy shit to you, a reaction is what they're looking for, right? Like, if two people are arguing and they're mad and one person says something that pisses the other person off, like, and they come back with some really offensive shit, a slur, something like that, it's only because they want a reaction. If that reaction doesn't come, they're not going to feel fulfilled. Right? Like, that's what it all comes down to. And that's why I've said this many times before. There's some people that will get into an argument and they may not be racist at all, but they get so upset and they're losing the argument, they feel, or whatever it is. And they just get so mad that they try to say the most nasty thing they can because they want to elicit that reaction. They want to bring you to the place where they're at. They might not think that in the moment that they're trying to do that, but that's really where it comes from, right? Like, you're so upset because they're calling you out for, you know, being a bad parent or whatever it is that you're arguing about, and that really hits home and it pisses you off. And so you immediately go to like a racial slur because you know that that's going to get under their skin. And that's the whole goal, is to get that reaction out of them, to get them to feel what you're feeling right now. And if they don't give that to you from that word then loses its power. You're not going to go to that word next time because you realize it doesn't do anything to them. You might keep saying it and trying to like get this anger out, but it may not get that reaction. And eventually you're going to try to move on to something else and you may not revisit it. Right. But if you're getting that But if you're getting that reaction, then there's nothing stopping you from using that word every time that you're in that situation. And what I mean by not everybody's racist is, again, sometimes it just comes out of anger. Sometimes people just get so mad and they know that this is a trigger word for certain people, and so they're going to utilize it. But in their day-to-day life, they may not really look at these people of color any different. They might not look at a black person different, or a Spanish person, or like any of these different, races of people, and think different about them. They just know that this is a trigger word, and in that moment of anger, they may say it, and then sometimes they feel bad afterwards and they want to apologize, but then they get labeled as a racist, right? And I think that there are some people that are, but I don't think every person that's ever used a slur is a racist. I think sometimes it just comes from ignorance. I think sometimes it comes from anger, and that's not really how they live their life and how they normally would treat people. They probably treat everybody equally, but in this moment, they know that they're being beat in this argument, and they're upset and they're angry and they want to lash out. So, anyways, just random conversation. I don't know. I don't even know why I went down that tangent, but sometimes this is just the shit that I do on my channel. So
that was kind of shocking for me as to learn that American black people get offended by a word, but don't get it twisted. I ain't lighting myself with a term, and I felt the pain to fuck a cracker up until he burned. And roll up the racist ass, smoke it with Snoop Oil and loaded for taking that. Shout out to the wolves. This, that rhythm and gangster beside himself. The envision while he was still with us. Melodical killers, yeah. Hey. This, that rhythm and gangster beside himself. The envision while he was still with us. Melodical killers, yeah. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I didn't know about Nipsey till he passed away. That's when I got to the States and in search of rap in LA. My dick and got me YG, you know I didn't complain.
There's the YG and Nipsey shout out. I knew of Nipsey, but I never really listened to his music until after he passed, and I'm upset that I waited so long because he's really good. He's really good at what he does. And that situation is actually a great example of what I was just talking about, just minus the person saying the slur, right? Like, so from my understanding is that person Nipsey called a snitch is who ended up coming back and shooting him. And what it is that Nipsey embarrassed him. He hurt his reputation. He basically won their argument, so to speak, like made him feel stupid. And he came back, and because he didn't have enough words to say to Nipsey, or didn't have any way to try to make him feel the same way, because it's like Nipsey's being successful. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's respected. He's all these different things. The only thing that he could think to resort to was, let me get this gun and I'm going to shoot him. That's going to be my way of getting back at him. I'm going to end this man's life. That's another thing that happens outside of just trying to respond back with words, so in all reality, when someone responds back with words, as offensive as they are, be happy that that's their response and not, I'm going to stab or shoot you, because that could easily be the response as well. When you make them feel belittled, when you make them feel, you know what I'm saying? Like they've been put down and they feel disrespected, and they feel like their reputation could be on the line, or, they made them look stupid in front of people, and now they want to retaliate. And if they don't have words that they feel can retaliate and match what you're doing to them, then they're going to go to that next level sometimes. And that shit is where it gets a little bit crazy.
Understood how it worked in the game, simple the music is played, but shit to challenge your brain, they were just put in the shade. That's why in Freeze you witness a club be dancing ass rhythm, but take notice of what I was exposed to say. Take notice, man. It's just what it is, we out here, Power 106, we just doing this thing, you feel me? We out here, Easy Mill out here, 2200 up in this bitch, you heard? Get it.
That beat is extremely dope. Does anybody know what that beat's originally from? I've heard it before, but I can't recall. If somebody knows, comment it down below. But this was dope. I enjoyed this. Sometimes I'll be going off on some tangents. That's just what I do. But rest in peace to Nipsey. Shout out to YG. Shout out to Easy Mill. A lot of big things coming for him in the future. So I want to see some. I want to see some collabs. If there was an Easy Mill collab that you want to see, obviously we got Easy and M. I'm totally here for another one of those collabs, but who else would you like to see Easy Mill work with? Let me know down below in the comments. I appreciate you guys. I will catch you in the next one, homies.